Good evening, well, this is Ivan Mayer. It's 5 o'clock. Just got back from my shift at Dinty's. Was today busy, Ivan? Yeah, today was busy. It was really busy. I worked with Anthony at Cold Food today. And I work tomorrow. But I get Tuesday off because I need it off. I'm fucking tired. We're working like every day the past 3 weeks, man. That's why I asked the Dinty's boss if I can get Tuesday off. I work tomorrow, but I get Tuesday off. But I work Wednesday at Dinty's. I most likely work Thursday, Friday at Coco 40 because the boss at Coco 40 is in Uganda right now. His family's in Uganda. He's in Uganda right now. His father-in-law passed away, so yeah, that's why they need me a lot this week. Coco 40, right? Yeah. Hope you guys enjoy my 2 videos I made yesterday. I talked about Sky Source, my Xanus brand. My Xanus brand will be the biggest IP in the antim industry. Yeah, man. The biggest IP in the antim industry. My Xanus brand. Yeah, man. I'm not going to smoke too much. I don't want the folks to give me shit, so I'll smoke maybe 2 smokes during the 30 minutes, and after that I'll go outside and have like 2 smokes. I don't want the folks to give me shit. Yeah. Ivan, how much money do you make off your book? 10 to 20 billion. I might make my 10, my 14, or my 20. I think 10 to 14, but I might be shocked and make 20 billion off the book. I hope I make 20. More money is nice, obviously. Yeah. I might make 20, right? If a billion people buy a book, I'll make my like 19, 20 billion off the book. Yeah. That's why VJ cries you, Ivan, because she wants a piece of those billions, VJ. She wants a piece of my money, yeah, off my book. Even though I make a lot of money in Hollywood and I'm a multi-millionaire, I'm not a billionaire. I want to live a multi-billionaire life alive and be free. And be in Hollywood and have a shitty career and only have a few million in my bank. Yes, VJ's rich, but she's not a multi-billionaire. She doesn't know what it's like to live a multi-billionaire life. The multi-billionaire life means you're flying private. You own your own jets. You own like a 600, 700, 800 million dollar house like Incredibles. You're driving high-end cars like multi-millionaire cars, all pocket change. You never have to fly commercial. You're flying privately. You own a 100 million yacht. Own your own film studio. Fund your own movie with your own cash. Yeah, she doesn't know how to live that life, VJ. And she loves me. She wants to be me. She wants to see the light. That's why she cries you, Ivan, because she's crazy. She wants a piece of my billions on my book. Yeah, I told you I ignore her because she's going to keep seeing the guys and bang them high back. And that's why, VJ, I ignore you. I can't take you seriously. You're going to keep seeing the guys on my back after you cry every tear to me. That's why it's tough for me to take you seriously when you cry to me. And I'm going to lose this weight and get my girlfriend. If you're mad, VJ, I'm sorry. Tough. Karma's a bitch. There you go. I'm not going to listen to you. You don't listen to me, I'm not going to listen to you either. There you go. Don't hate me. I'm sending you out. Sarah? You know how VJ do that, Ivan. She's a crazy woman. She wants her whole cake. She's going to keep seeing the guys when she gives you hell, Ivan. Don't let her do by that. Sarah, Ivan? Yeah. Not let VJ do by that. Yeah. So the Gates want a piece of your money, yeah. They want a piece of my money. No, they don't want a piece of my money. They want to control like all my money. They won't even. The Gates won't even offer me a 50-50 deal. They want to control my whole brand because they don't want anyone to control their own brand. All right, either we control your brand or you suffer the consequences. I'm like, yeah, I'd rather choose your other choice. I'm not going to do that. No way. Money off the books for me, VJ. It's not for you. You don't just control my money, Sarah. Yeah. You didn't write the book. I own the rights to it. It's not yours. It's mine. 0. The money off the books for me, VJ. It's not for you. There you go. You're just a greedy pig, man. Have those 20s in your bank. make your trillions around the world every year, and you're making a big deal over making, I don't know, $20 million. You're fucking crazy. No, Ivan, because you and Vijay with $20 million in your bank with the keys to the game is a lot of power, Ivan. When you start your businesses, you're gonna have successful businesses easily. Yeah, even though I'm making my easy money, I'm not making the money you're making. You control all the money in the world, and all those trillions go to you. I'm not making. You're not making the money you're making. Yeah, we make like, I don't know, $20 billion on the movie merch and game. We're not making the money you're making. You're making way more than us. Yeah, me and VJ make our 20, 25, 27, 28 billion on movie merch and game. We're still not making the money you're making. Yeah, some sorry. If I make 20 off the book, I'll probably make my 10 billion off the movie around there. Instead of 7, I make maybe 9, 10. I make another maybe 6 billion off the merch. Maybe another 11 billion off the game. And I make like 24 billion, 23, 25 billion off the movie merch and game and VJ make. Yeah, a lot of money. And that's why the Hollywood actors, agents, and the crewmen are greedy. They want a bigger chunk of your money, Ivan. You VJ's money. They're greedy pigs. Yeah. That's why you gotta be wary of the agents, Ivan, in Hollywood. They're greedy pigs. Greedy, yeah. They know I'm gonna do billions in the box office and the merchandise profits and the game profits. They want a bigger chunk of that, the agents. That's why they're greedy. That's why you gotta be careful of the agents, Ivan. In Hollywood, the agents and managers in Hollywood are greedy pigs. Be careful. Yeah. And be careful for the gates, Ivan. You not let them do it to you, man. Even though it's scary to die, you'd rather wake up. You'd rather go through that horror and wake up 1 minute later than sell and have them destroy your life like that, man. They're gonna destroy you and your life if you sell. Your life will be destroyed. So I'm saying, I'll be miserable for the rest of my life. Yeah. And I don't want to be in Hollywood, man. Hollywood's not for me. I want nothing to do with the Hollywood system. Why the heck would I be in Hollywood under the Hollywood executives where I can start my own films, leave a bear in the Hollywood system, and I control my own box office and have the Hollywood companies dupe me and VJ? Why the fuck would I sell in Hollywood? I don't want to be in Hollywood, man. I want to be my freedom, and I want to start my own company independent of the Hollywood system, and I want my total creative freedom for my movie. I don't want the execs touching my story. I'm sorry. People have told me, yeah, I mean, had you sold out in Hollywood only would have made your movie for maybe $3 million. They wouldn't have been able to pay me this kind of money. Yeah, Hollywood might have paid me maybe $100 million at the back end and maybe a $10 million, $50 million salary, Ivan. Because you now control your box office, you can pay me more, and we have creative freedom for the movie. Yeah, Peter, we have creative freedom. Peter gets his creative freedom for the movie. Mel gets his creative freedom for the movie, and I can pay Peter more money than the one he'll ever make in Hollywood. Peter gets his freedom with me. Mel gets his freedom with me. All the Hollywood actors that get out of the Hollywood system chose my movie that they get their freedom with me and VJ. And I pay them more money than what they make in Hollywood on average. And what? Yeah. So I'm sorry? So the gates know your brand's more popular. Yeah, they know my brand. Yeah, Ivan's brand is bigger than Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, Marvel, Star Wars. The Harry Potter brand is worth $25 billion. And yet my book will do like 30 billion, 35 billion in sales. 36 billion in sales. I make like my 20 billion. My book will do 30 to maybe 38 billion in sales. Yeah. I make my 14, my 16, my 17, my 20 off the book. And they know it's a big brand, my Xanus brand. Yeah, Ivan's gonna make his billions off his book. He's gonna be a famous author. The world's gonna love his book. It'll be so popular and more popular than Harry Potter. And with that money, he can start his own film studio. And if he doesn't sell to us, he owns all the rights for the merchandise, the game, and the movie. Yes. Because I have to sell the gates, all of the Xanus rights are mine. I own the movie rights, the film rights, the merchandise rights, and the game rights. All me and VJ's. We own it all. Hence why whenever you sign a deal with Amazon, Ivan, you have to be careful. Make sure you put in the contract that SkySource owns the Xanus brand. Amazon does not own the Xanus brand. They own the distribution rights of the brand, of the product, but they don't own the brand. If you don't want Amazon owning a part of your brand, Ivan, and they end up duping you, right? You gotta be careful with that stuff. They're sharks, and that's why you gotta have your lawyer with you when you sign that contract. Have your lawyer with you, that way he makes sure they don't dupe you. Hey, before I sign a contract, I want you going over it very carefully. That way Amazon doesn't dupe me, man. Dupe me in VJ. You don't want Amazon owning a part of your brand. That'll be a nightmare. Sorry. You guys just own distribution rights, and you get your 20%. We get our 80%, but we own the brand. You guys don't own the brand. You just own distribution rights, the exclusive distribution rights. Give Amazon the exclusive distribution rights. That way you keep them happy, and they have full control for distribution for your brands. No other brand can distribute my products. Only they can. That way you keep Amazon happy, but you don't own the brand. All right, that's a good deal. You're giving us the exclusive distribution rights. Yeah, I'm giving you the exclusive distribution rights for my movie and my merch, but you don't own the brand. Me and VJ own the Xanus brands. I'm sorry. Yeah. 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 So Ivan, the crewmen are greedy too. Yeah. The Lord of the Rings Hobbit crewmen chosen for Xanus are greedy too. Some of them might get cocky and want 200 grand for the movie. I'm like, guys, I can't afford to pay you that, man. Like I can't. Like me pay you 150. I'm already draining the whole budget. I want to put more money into the movie. I'm like, guys, man, I'm not gonna put any more money into the movie. I already put $2 billion of my own money into the movie. I'm not fucking putting more money into the movie just to pay you more money, man. You're not worth any more than this, man. You're getting greedy, guys. I think it's easy for you to say that. You're gonna like you and Peter and the actors are making all their fucking millions or billions, and we're making peanuts. Yeah, because you get paid for what you're worth, man. You're not worth any more than this, guys. You rip me off, man. If I pay you more, I can't afford to pay you more money. People tell me, "Oh, Ivan, you have to be careful with the crew. And if they want more money, you gotta be strict and say no." The previous blind man's freedoms, and yeah, Ivan, like you gotta say no, man. Like you're gonna drain the budget. We can't afford to pay any more than this. You're already paying them enough. They don't even make this all Ivan. Trust me, Ivan. I know you worry that what they might not work as hard for me and all stuff. Don't worry about Ivan. For Lord of the Rings, they made nothing and they were hard for me, Ivan. And you're paying them more money than what made for Lord of the Rings. They're gonna work hard for us, Ivan. Don't worry about it. He's blind by his greed, yeah. Blind by his greed, Peter. Yeah, I'm gonna tell the presidents when they sign the rest of the Lord of the Rings Hobbit crewmen for my movie. Look, man, do not go any higher than 150,000 for the crewmen. If they get greedy and want money, you gotta be strict and say no. Say Ivan was willing to put Ivan and VJ put $400 of own money to make sure you get paid your 150K, but now you're getting cocky, you're getting greedy, and you want more money. We can't afford to pay more money, guys. This is a good contract. You don't make this in Hollywood. Accept my deal, or go back to Hollywood and make less money, and then have shittier perks. Eat your shitty food if you don't like my offer. It's a deal, Ivan. Yeah, you have a good deal. So I'm saying, yeah. People might tell me, Ivan, why don't you pay them like 60K? That way we put money into the movie. I'm like, Peter, I'm already putting like, I don't know, like, Peter, I'm already putting like $1+ billion towards the movie. Yeah. $1.4 billion I'm putting towards the movie and 400 million that I'm putting towards salaries, Peter. That's more enough towards the volumes. I'm just saying, we can even make an even better movie. I'm like, Peter, the technology's already unheard of. Yeah, I know, Ivan. This is already unheard of technology. But you don't have to pay them 150K, Ivan. Like, they're going to drain your budget. Pay them like 60K, Ivan. They make like 30K in Hollywood. If Peter's bottom line is real, I'm like, Peter, no, I'm going to pay them 150K. They were harder for me. It's not fair that the Hollywood actors, the 7 team, are all getting paid their millions. You're getting paid your $1 billion+ deal. Me and VJ signed our massive Amazon. It's not fair. Pay the crewmen well, Peter. We need to pay them well the way they work harder for us. They're not pissed off, huh? Yeah. Okay, I was just saying, but do not let them be off, Ivan. Don't pay me more 50K. They're going to drain your budget, Ivan. I know, Peter. I know. I'm not going to pay you more than 150K. I'm going to tell the presidents, whoever I hire, I don't know, John Favreau, Dave Filoni, Peter Rice, Peter Safran, James Gunn, whoever I choose, right? You need to what? The Russo brothers, you need to tell them that when you sign the rest of the crewmen, do not go any higher than 150K. And for the supervisors, do not go any higher than $270,000. But Richard Taylor, because he's pretty big, I can pay him 400K for the movie. Ivan, what about $2 million? I'm like, Richard, I'm not going to pay you that, man. You're not worth that. You get 400K. I'll split your money during the 3 years. You start work second year. Second year, I can pay you your 100. That's a good deal. And then third year, you can get your rich $200,000 salary. And fourth year, you get your $100,000 salary. That's a good deal for Richard Taylor. He may say, I don't know what. That's a good deal for him. People tell me that. He was buying my screen. Oh, I mean, seriously, that's a good paycheck for him. For the only reason he made like 100K, yeah. It's a good paycheck for Richard Taylor, right? Yeah. Obviously. So Peter doesn't really care about the salaries. No, he doesn't. What he cares about is his paycheck. And more, he cares more about the money going towards the movie. That's what he cares more about, Peter. Because he's a nerd. He wants to make the best movie possible. That's why he pushes for lower salaries. He's buying my screen. He's not right, you know what I'm saying? Ivan, man, you gotta be careful, man. Don't overpay these guys, man. Like, you should pay like 60K, Ivan. That's good enough. We should put money into the movie, Ivan. I'm like, Peter, no, man. Pay them 150K the way they work hard for us. Ivan, like in Hollywood, they make like 25, 30K. You don't have to pay them 150K, Ivan. Pay them like 60K. Yeah. Don't tell me that. He's like, Ivan, you don't have to give the Hollywood actors royalties. They're not worth that, man. Like, pay them their flat base. That's good enough. Just give that money to me, Ivan. I'm like, no, Peter, I'm not giving the money to you. I'm already paying you enough. You're getting greedy. Peter might tell me, Ivan, man, these actors are not worth your royalties, man. What's wrong with you? I know, Peter, but I want to pay them more that way they work harder for me. I know the Hollywood actors. The truth is, the Hollywood actors are not even worth me VJ's royalties. But if you give them royalties, that way you keep them happy and they get paid more money and they work harder for you. Especially the A-listers, considering the A-listers, even though it's small for me and VJ, the A-listers are going to help build more of the bust my movie. It doesn't hurt to give them a nice piece of the royalties, but if their agents get greedy and cocky and they want more money, I'm not going to pay them more money. For the Xanus movie over the Great Escape, yeah. So Peter will be helping with the budget. Yeah, Peter has to help me with the budget of the movie. Yeah, Peter, I need you helping me, and my accountants keeping track of the budget. So what I'm gonna do for my payment system, I'm gonna tell the engineer I want you to design a payment system where I have all the money put in different sections. So I put like 65 million towards costumes, armor, and weapons, 40 million towards extras, 37 million towards set building. It's all divided in the budget, and then 410 or like 440 towards 450 towards salaries. If I choose Russell Crowe and Timmy Chalamet, I have to pour money into the budget to pay them their salary, obviously, and that's how it's divided. Yeah, and $1 billion towards visual effects, obviously. I'm only going to have the salary divided in each section for the main stuff. Whereas all the other stuff, you don't have to have a section for it in your payment system, right? Yeah. And cameras too. So you have cameras, set building, extras. This is all the main stuff, obviously. Extras, visual effects, special effects, obviously. And costumes, armor, weapons, machines, and math. I'll put a good maybe 65 million towards costumes. I can put 70 million towards that. I'll put 70 million towards the costumes, armor, and weapons and machines for the mask. I'll design the best mask for the movie and the best armor and weapons and clothing. Previous all shocked. You're putting 70 million bucks alone just towards costumes, armor, and weapons. I'm like, yeah. We can create tens of thousands of armors and weapons with this kind of money, Ivan, and design the best costumes and masks. Like that doesn't mean Adel, I know previous. Like, holy shit, your car goes out of the water. And you're putting like 38, 40 million towards extras. I'm like, we can have huge gatherings like for the Exodus and everything. I know, Peter. That's enough money to pay him $180. $180 is a good paycheck. He's buying my video. I'm saying, that's a good paycheck for them. Like they can take time off work just to work on our movie. People who make like $50K a year make like $180 a day, Ivan. The extras in Switzerland can take time off work, I know, because I'm paying them well. But Ivan, we can't feed them. Yeah, I know, people, we can't feed them. Ivan, fuck the extras. We can't feed them, Ivan. They're going to stop production. I know, people, they're going to stop production. People tell me that. He's buying my screen. Ivan, seriously, man, like, we can't feed them. Like fuck the extras. Yeah, people tell me that. He's buying my screen for the movie. It's actually funny, also. Yeah. Yeah, I'll put 70 million towards costumes, armor, and weapons. And the machines for the mask. The costumes and the mask. And the set building is not that expensive. I can put maybe 36 million towards sets. That's enough. 40 million towards extras. The extras are going to cost me a lot. You have to put a good 40 million towards the extras. Obviously. And $1 billion towards visual effects. But it's split for the 3 volumes. So, yeah. The visual effects is the only thing where you got to split it equally for the 3 volumes. So 23 million going towards visual effects. This is just visual effects alone towards each of the volumes. That's why we're looking at Demons and Devils and Unheard of War. For Lord of the Rings, you only put like $25 million towards special effects, Ivan. $30 million and you got an amazing war, special effects like that. You're putting $323 million towards special effects, Ivan, towards each of their volumes. I'm like, yeah, he's like, holy shit. And you're putting $7 million towards cars and weapons. Ivan, this is an unlimited budget, Ivan. And I'll put a good $22 million towards the cameras. The rent 16 cameras will cost me like 15, 16 million bucks. Me and Peter, 15, 16 million bucks. But to get the best equipment might cost me another maybe $2, $3 million, $4 million. So I can put 20 million, 22 million towards the cameras. So all the sections, I put the money in there. That way it's organized. And you also have the payroll for the cast and crew and your team. You have to pay your team their salary. You got to pay the actors their salary, the payroll, and you also got to pay the crewmen. That's why if the crewmen want more than $150, I'm going to be strict. No, I'm not paying more than that. You're getting greedy, guys. I put $400+ million of my money to make sure you get paid, but you're now pushing it. You're pissing me off. You're getting greedy. I'm not paying more money, man. If you're not happy with this contract, you're more than welcome to run home and make less money. I have instantly like if you could do. I'm serving you with all you need buffet. And I'm giving you once more parties, man, while you're working during pre-production. That's a good deal for you guys. Some sound. I'm flying you guys up privately, too. You don't fly commercial. All the crewmen, the Lord of the Rings Hobbit crewmen and the cast and everything get flown private to Switzerland. They don't have to fly them commercial. They're not flown commercial for the movies. Some sound. Yeah. Yeah. Whereas everything else, you don't have to have sections for that. It's all pocket change. The takeouts will cost me and VJ like $200K for that. Taking the crewmen and the cast out to dinner after they sign the contracts, that's like $200K on the budget. The alcohol for the parties is probably another maybe $100K, $120K in cost. The hotel stays might cost you maybe $20 million, $25 million on the budget. 20 million on the budget around there. The hotel stays around there. Limo services maybe 10 million, 8 million bucks, 7 million bucks. Limo services. Yeah, everything else is pocket change. Yeah. Leasing the land. Yeah, my lawyer has to contact the government of Switzerland and they tell them we're going to film a movie there. You have to lease the land in the wilderness. Yeah, it's a lot of work. That's pocket change too. That cost me a few million bucks. Not that expensive. The helicopters, not that expensive. So I'm saying, it's all pocket change. My budget's so huge. It's unlimited. My budget. Yeah, man, it's unlimited. So everything after the main stuff is pocket change. Yeah, everything after all the main stuff is all pocket change. The salaries is a big chunk of the budget. All that will get drained. But everything else after all those main things I mentioned is all will cost me maybe it's not that expensive. Like renting all the trailers for everyone to sleep is not expensive. That's a few million bucks. The portable showers, the portable bathrooms, it's not that expensive, a couple $100,000. To rent the trailers will cost me maybe $800K, $1 million bucks for that. The portable bathrooms will cost me maybe $500 to $600K. Portable showers maybe $400 or $500K. That's pocket change. Flying everyone in Switzerland will cost you maybe a few million bucks. $1.5 million. Yeah, it's all pocket change. The gas for a jet, a couple $100,000, pocket change. My budget's so big. Yeah. The storage facilities and all that stuff, renting the studios. I'm also going to have to rent studios in Switzerland because the interior, the scenes when we film inside in the interior scenes, sometimes we'll be filming in a studio. So sometimes we'll be filming on location where the set is built. Sometimes we film on location with the nature. We also film on location where the sets are built. And sometimes we film in a studio for the interior scenes, obviously. Like the castle scene, for the castle interior scenes, like the banquet hall and everything, chances are I'll be filming in a studio. Or the castle, most likely the interior scenes. The exterior shots of the castle, you build a set for that. But the interior scenes you most likely film in a studio. You have to have a talk with Peter. What he wants to do. Hey Peter, what do you want to do? Do you want to film interior scenes in a studio for the banquet hall and the castle, or do you want to like what do you want to do, Peter? And Peter tells you what he wants to do. So for the movie, for the next movie. So sorry. Peter, Ivan, with a $36 million budget towards sets, we can build like 1-2 acre cities, Ivan. We can build like a 2 acre Xanus city, a 2 acre Barak city. They build like artificial trees, the tents and everything, and all the extras and the demonic characters. They wear the masks and they're in Barak, and you apply the visual effects towards that. It looks amazing on screen, man. Please, Ivan, with your unheard of sampling and your visual effects applied towards that, you're looking at something amazing, Ivan. I know. Looking at a beautiful world, Ivan. Barak, all the demon wolves are there, Ivan. I'm like, yeah, Peter. He's like, holy shit, looking at a masterpiece. Looking at a masterpiece, man. This is better than Lord of the Rings, Ivan. I know, Peter. It's better than Lord of the Rings. Yeah. Yeah. So you're putting 410 towards salaries and 1.4, yeah, 410 towards salaries, 1.4 towards the 3 drawings of Xanus. That's why I might have maybe 30 million over in the budget. I think we get drained. Okay, let's say I put 22, so $1 billion towards special effects, 22 million towards the cameras, 70 million towards the costumes, armor, machines for the mask, 40 million towards extras, 36 million towards the sepulting. How much is that? That's only 168 million. Yeah. So I can put more money. I can put 100 million into costumes, armor, and weapons. $1 billion is enough for special effects. I don't want to put more money towards that. 1 billion towards special effects is enough. I can put 100 million towards costumes, armor, and weapons for the movie. That way we make even better armor and weapons and an unheard of mask. And 40 million for the extras. I can put 40 million, 45 million towards even more money towards the sets. I gave Peter, I'm the budget man. Yeah, man. He's like, holy shit, Ivan. Like, this is unlimited, Ivan. Like, Ivan, you're putting 100 million. I can put 100 million towards costumes and weapons. Like, you can afford it. Yeah, Ivan, you're putting 100 million towards costumes and weapons. I'm like, yeah. He's like, holy shit. We would order. That's Ivan. That's more than my entire budget of my Lord of the Rings movie, Ivan. I know, Peter. You're probably blows out of the water. I know, Peter. I gave it on the budget. Peter, with 100 million, can we create like tens of thousands of armor weapons? Yeah, easily, Ivan. We can create better armor and weapons, even Lord of the Rings, better masks, and even that Delween Annabelle and my works. This is unlimited budget, Ivan. Yeah, I could put like maybe 45 million towards extras, a bit more. I could put 40 million, 45 million towards Sepul. Now I build better sets. Yeah. And once everything's paid for, there's maybe like 100 million left over in the budget. I'll put maybe like 60 million of that towards more special effects. And the rest I have to save because I have to, if I go world touring, I have to use some of that money to pay for the actors' expenses, obviously, for the world tour. And also for the hotel party, you gotta fly if you want to probably just listen and fly everyone probably back home. That costs us money. You have to pay for that, right? Yeah. That's what I heard for my movie. 1.8 for our budget movies. Man, I heard of unlimited budget, man. Yeah. So you're telling Peter, yeah, Peter, if there's like if there's on a $100 like $20 million left over in the budget after filming is done, everything got drained. We can put more money into special effects. We more money into special effects. That would make it even a better movie. A bit of a better movie, yeah. So I'm saying, yeah. And the visual effects team, they're gonna drain the whole 333 million towards each volume or even more. They're gonna drain the whole thing. It all goes into the special effects, and the movie ends up being amazing, man. The whole thing gets drained. Yeah, Ivan, yeah, it's a lot of money, but once post production starts, they're gonna drain all that money, Ivan. I know, Peter. They're gonna drain the whole thing. They're gonna drain all that money, yeah, towards the movie, yeah. The special effects and visual effects, yeah. Yeah. My Peter, how beautiful of a world you're looking at if I put $1 billion towards special effects and all towards the cameras and the masks and the drones? What kind of technology, Ivan? Ivan, you're looking at something like that will blow my Lord of the Rings out of the water, Ivan. Blow my Hobbit trilogy out of the water. You're looking at a beautiful world where the world's like, holy shit, that's beautiful. You're looking at a war that will blow my Helmsley War out of the water, Ivan. Really, Peter? Yeah, like you're looking at a battle scenes that will blow my Lord of the Rings out of the water. Looking at you and your actors are gonna be badass, Ivan. And you're looking at Devils, Ivan. Like you're applying all that money towards visual effects and all that money towards the mask and the costumes. You're looking at Devils, Ivan. Like the world's gonna feel for you guys. You're looking at a masterpiece, Ivan. And we can afford to have like 5,000 extras, 30,000 extras, galleries. We can afford it, Ivan. We can afford all of this. Like for all of these, we couldn't afford this. We can only afford like 200 extras, Ivan. You know what I'm saying? Your company blows out of the water. I know, Peter. I'm excited for this movie. Are you more excited for this movie, Peter, or Lord of the Rings? I'm way more excited for your movie. Are you fucking kidding me, Ivan? It's like, fuck Bob Shady and Michael and Ivan. They gave me a shitty $9 budget. They owed me money. They fed me shittier food. They didn't give me as much good perks. I would work hard for you, Ivan. Yeah, Peter works hard for me. And he ends up making a masterpiece. Or Mel Gibson, right? If I choose Mel, right? Yeah. So I can put $100 million towards cautions on weapons. It's more than enough. Because I did the math. All that is like $1.136 million on cost. So I can put easily $100 million towards cautions on weapons. That way I can create better costumes, better armor, better weapons for Weta Workshop, and better costumes and masks for the movie. Whereas for cameras, I can put maybe $30 million towards cameras. Me and Peter can get better equipment. Peter, I want to get the best equipment. Yeah, I know all the best stuff. We get the best brands in America. We get the best drones, the best camera moving stands, the best lighting equipment, all the best stuff for the cameras. And I'm going to update all the cameras too. Can we put 4K technology in the cameras? I'm Peter's like, we could do that. And I update the cameras with 4K technology. That way you get the 4K Blu-ray effect with it. You're putting all this money towards the movie, and you're also going to release it on 4K Blu-ray. You're looking at something unheard of, an amazing experience at home, Ivan. 4K Blu-ray is Dolby Vision, Dolby Sound, Ivan, I know. Ivan, if the world puts money into theaters, they're looking at an unheard experience at home, Ivan, I know. Ivan, your company blows out of the water. 4K Blu-ray, oh my god, for your 4K Blu-ray. Ivan, like, you're filming on 4K Blu-ray IMAX? Nice, man. But I don't want digital cameras, Peter. I want film ones. Okay, Ivan, that way Peter knows. So when you make the calls to them in your office. Yeah. So Peter might think you're crazy giving the actors royalties. Yeah, he might. He's like, Ivan, you might push me aside. Ivan, can I talk to you for a sec, man? I'm like, what? He's like, Ivan, what is wrong with you, man? Why are you giving these actors royalties? They're not worth the royalties, Ivan. What is wrong with you, Ivan? I would never pay him this, Ivan. Ivan, like, these are your billions. Why are you giving these guys a piece of royalties? They're not worth the royalties, Ivan. Like, you and me just made show, not them. Yeah, I know, Ivan. Their Hollywood actors are important. They're going to help with us movie. But at the end of the day, the world's going crazy because they want to see you and VJ. There's a side tension, Ivan. Why are you giving them royalties? They're not worth your royalties, Ivan. What is wrong with you, Ivan? I would never pay him this. What you're paying him is good enough. Like, $4 million for Von Dre is good enough. You don't have to give him royalties, Ivan. I'm like, Peter, no. I know they're not worth my royalties, but, like, get them royalties that way. These actors are happy and they're not pissed off. It doesn't hurt to have them share in the success and the wealth, man. That way they work hard for me and my company's in Hollywood. Okay, I see your point. You want to work harder for you? Yes, Peter. I want them to work harder for you, better than even your actors on the rings, and I want them to destroy their own. I want my company to be a better, higher-paying company than Hollywood. That's why I'm paying them a little more money. So, Sarah? Because the truth is, I don't mean to be rude. These Hollywood actors are not worth my royalties. They're not worth it because me and VJ are opening the main show. But I'm nice enough to give them a nice piece of royalties. That way, they're not angry. And they work harder for me, and my company's better in Hollywood. I want my company better in Hollywood. That's why I'm paying them more money. I'm giving them royalties. That's why if their agents and managers get greedy and ask for money, I'm like, you guys are crazy, man. I'm not paying these guys more money. This is good enough. I'm nice to give you royalties when I don't have to. I'm not paying these actors any more money. Like, John Boyega's agent might want $20 million in the back, and I'm like, no, man, John's not worth that. He gets 8. I'm not paying him 20. He's a small A-lister. He's not that big of an actor. I'm not paying him 20, man. The guys who get 20 are the guys who are worth their, like, 50+ million. The small A-listers. Those guys negotiate for their 20. John Boyega won't be worth $50 million by the time he was He might be worth maybe $50 million by the time he was John Boyega. I'm sorry. Do not let those agents dupe you, Ivan. Those agents weeks. I'm sorry. Yeah. So Peter has to help me with payroll. Yeah, Peter, I need you to help me with the payroll for the actors, the stars, the visual effects team, my visual effects team. Because chances are me and VJ will have our own visual effects team. Yeah, I'll call it Skyve Effects. Skyve Source Effects. Yeah, Skyve Effects. Yeah, Skyve Source Effects. That's cool. I might have my own visual effects team. Yeah. Obviously. Peter has to help me sign my visual effects team, obviously. And the cinematographers. I don't know, how many cinematographers do we have for your movie? I'll have maybe, I don't know, maybe 10 cinematographers in my movie. Yeah, you have the main, like, three. The main 3 or 4, they get their $2 million. The other guys get their $1,000 salary. The assistant cameraman. The assistant cameraman get, like, $170K. The main guys, the main, like, 3 guys get their $2 million. That's a good deal for the cinematographers for my Xanus movie. Because that's a good deal for them. In Hollywood, the assistants get, like, $50K, Ivan. And cinematographers make like $300-400K in Hollywood, Ivan. $150K, I know. I'm paying them $2 million. That's a lot of money. That way they work hard for me. You get beautiful cinematography for your movie. I'm sorry. So Peter will help me sign the stars, all the stars, the visual effects team, and the cinematographers. He'll also help me sign Eric, Reza, Haki, and Tony. Because I'm going to sign those guys second year too. My 3 head chefs. And then Tony will be my boss dishwasher. They sign their contracts, obviously. Eric, Reza, Haki, I'll pay them a $20,000 bonus for Xanus. They get $200K the 3rd year, $200K the 4th year, and another $20,000 signing bonus. Another $20,000 bonus after filming is done. And Tony gets his 2-year, $200K deal. $100K the 3rd year. We'll be working in Switzerland for 1 year. Yes, $100K, which is nice. And 4th year, he gets another $100K working for, like, I don't know, 10 months. That's a good deal, obviously. Tony might be, what about $300K? I'm like, Tony, you're getting greedy. I'm not going to pay $300K. $100K is a good paycheck for a dishwasher. No dishwasher makes $100K in this world, Tony. You're the highest paid dishwasher in the world, yeah. Tony will be the highest paid dishwasher in the world. No dishwasher makes $100K, right? He'll be doing a lot of work, but because I'm paying him $100K, he'll work hard for me because he's getting paid. He's getting, I don't know, his $2,500 check every 2 weeks. Yeah. $100K is $60,000 after taxes. So Tony's making $120,000 for 2 years of work. That's a lot of money in his bank. He can easily buy his house with that money. A nice, like, $300,000 house. Get his dream Charger car, right? With that money. Help his family. And that's enough money to last him for, like, a couple years. And I call him back for the Great Escape. He gets his $250K for, like, I don't know, like, a year of work. So, Sarah? And Eric Reza can get their $450,000 salary for like a year of work. And they get 2 $30,000 bonuses, which is nice. A signing bonus before they work and a bonus after filming is done. They also get the perks, the luxury buffet, the parties, and their $2,000 gift card, which is nice, obviously, right? Peter, why don't you pay your head chefs like $100K? I'm like, Peter, man. You're actually pissing me off, man. I know you're blind by your greed for the movie. All you care about is Mike Williams' movie. These guys have to get paid. They're my fucking head chefs. They have families. You gotta make sure they get paid, man. So, Sarah? Yeah. You're paying a dishwasher $100K. You're crazy. Why don't you pay like $50K? No. Tony is my dishwasher. It's a lot of work. I'll pay him his $100K. That way he gets paid. He has bills to pay. You want him to live a good life? Pay him $100K, Peter. The way Tony lives a good life, I'm sorry. Those guys have to party at my house too. My $800 million house. If I make $20 million on my book, yeah. EV's $800 million house, which is nice. Yeah. 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 So all the Hollywood actors know they're not worth your royalties. Yeah, they know. They know they're not. Yeah, we're not worth Ivan's royalties, man. Ivan's the main show. Him and Vijay's the main show. We're not. We help build buzz, but they're the main show. But Ivan's nice stuff. Yes, I'm nice enough to give you royalties. That way you work harder for me, and you get paid more money. You share in the wealth with me. I want them to share in the wealth with me. That way they work harder for me. They're not angry, man. There's a reason why I'm generous. I know me and Vijay are gonna make our billions off the movie. I don't know. We might make our 6.8 or 10 billion off the Zane's movie. It doesn't hurt to give the actors a little piece of it. But if they get greedy and they want more money, I'm not gonna pay more money. I'm making sure you guys get paid more money. You share in the wealth with me. But if you get greedy, I'm not gonna pay you more money because what? You're getting greedy. The agents and managers in Hollywood are getting greedy. Sarah. They might use that excuse. Ivan, you know how big this actor is? Yeah, that actor may be big in Hollywood, but when he's in my movie, he's not the main show. She's not the main show. Hence why not the agents dupe you, Ivan. Don't play that game with me, guys. They may be big in Hollywood, but in my movie, they're not the main show. The world is mainly buzzing because they want to see me and VJ, not them. They help build the buzz. They want to see them a little bit too. They help build the buzz. They're big, powerful actors. But if you want more money, I'm not paying more money. You're getting greedy, guys. Sarah. I'm nice enough to give you royalties. Enough royalties that Hollywood doesn't even pay you. And now you're getting cocky and greedy and you want to make a chunk of it. You're getting greedy, guys. I'm not paying the actors more money. Sarah? Yeah. So Ivan, you're gonna film Zane's in Switzerland or perhaps Norway. I'm gonna look at the drone footages maybe tonight of Norway. Norway's also pretty good too, but I think Switzerland's better. My two choices right now are Norway or Switzerland, where I film Xanus. But I mean, it's most likely gonna be Switzerland, obviously. New Zealand's a good place to film a fast movie, but Peter already filmed the Hobbit movie there and Lord of the Rings. I don't want similar landscapes for my Zane's movie. Hence why I don't want to film in Switzerland. I mean, in New Zealand. He was like, yeah, Ivan, you're going to get similar landscapes. Yeah, I don't want to get similar landscapes, Peter. Hence why we're not filming the movie in New Zealand. We're filming it in Switzerland or another country. Sarah? Yeah. Yeah. So Peter will be excited for the movie? Yeah, he will. Ivan, you have no idea how excited I am to see your movie, man. I'm also excited to see your doc, too. You're filming the behind the scenes. I can't wait to watch your doc, Ivan. You know what I'm saying? Because the doc is filming everything. I can't wait to watch your doc. I can't wait to watch the movie. I can't wait to rock the merch. I can't wait to look at the trends. I can't wait to read the Skyscraper's news. I can't wait to even watch Rabbi's walkthrough. Peter, you're going to watch this game? Of course I'm going to watch the game, Ivan. You're in the game. I'm going to watch all your games, Ivan. Yeah. I don't play games, Ivan, but I'll watch your walkthrough star Rabbi on your site, Ivan, for your company. Yeah. Samsara? He's all excited, Peter. That's why he wants a bigger chunk of that, the money, because he's selling over my brand. He wants a bigger chunk of the merch, the game, and the movie. He wants more money. He's greedy, Peter. Ivan, can I have more of that, Ivan? I'm like, no, Peter, man. You're pissing me off. When I'm paying you enough, stop being greedy, Peter. I'm not going to give you $1 billion for the fucking back end. Are you fucking crazy, Peter? You're not worth that, man. You get your 700 million if I make 14 billion. I make my 20 billion, you get your 850. I can give you 250 million for the game. You get your 200 million for the merch, and you get your 85 million base, which is $100 million for your 4 years of work for your base. That's a $1.3 million deal. That's a good deal for me. $1.6 million in New Zealand money, Peter. That's a good deal for you, Peter. You're just greedy. Samsara. Greedy pig. Yeah. Yeah. So like you're giving the actors roles, that way you keep them happy. Yeah, I know because me and Vijay have an embarrassment riches, we're making our billions on the wing version game. It doesn't hurt to give the actors a nice piece of the pie, but if they get greedy and they want more, I'm not paying more money. Because I know if I don't give the actors a piece of the royalties, they'll still work hard for me, but they might be a bit pissed off and everything. They're not sharing in the wealth. And even though we got a nice front end money salary, it'd be nice to have to share that gold with Ivan. Doesn't hurt to share a bit of the gold with the actors, but if the actors get greedy, the A-listers especially, and they want more money, I'm going to be strict and say, no, you're not getting more money, you're getting greedy, guys. So, I told you, like, Russell Crowe's agent might push for $100 million in the back end. I'm like, guys, man, he's not worth that. I'm not paying Russell Crowe $100 million in the back end. He gets 55. That's good enough for him. He gets his 18 million base and his 9.7 million bonus. 4 million for the game. Pay him 3.5 million for the merch. 3 million for the merch, whatever it is. I'm sorry. That's a 92 million deal, $100 million deal in his Australian money. That's a good deal for Russell Crowe. Doesn't make that in Hollywood. Holy shit, I was going to water. Yeah, he signed a massive deal, Russell Crowe, if he's chosen. Yeah. Russell Crowe's greedy guy. Be careful with his age now. He's a greedy pig. You might want 100 million in the back, and I'm like, no, Russell Crowe, you get 55. Ivan, I'm big. Russell, you may be big, but you're not me. You're going to help build the buzz, but you're not me. I'm not going to overpay you and have you rip me off. You get 55 million in the back, and Russell Crowe, stop being greedy. You know what I'm saying? Because the agent's greedy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. So Peter will be helping you and Vijay with the main things, yeah. Peter will be with me in my office, helping me and Vijay with all the main things. We'll handle all the main things. Yeah. Except for separating. Separating, I can have my presidents handle that. Tell the presidents, yeah, you guys handle the sets, but me and Peter will handle the cameras. Me, VJ, and Peter will handle the cameras. We go over the cameras. The costumes, armor, and weapons, and machines for the mask will handle that. The visual effects will handle that. Whereas the presidents handle the separating. The hotel party at the Bergeron Resort and the Red Carnival, we handle that. The food, me, VJ, and Peter will handle that. Please, I'll not help you with the food. You know what I'm saying? So Ivan, you want food from the farms? I'm like, yeah, Peter, food from the farms. So we have to buy the food in Switzerland. Yeah, Peter, we have to buy the food in Switzerland. Ivan, you're getting food from the farms? I'm like, yeah, Peter, for the you're serving all you can eat luxury buffet like that, Ivan? I'm like, yeah, Peter. He's like, holy shit, you're coming out of the water, Ivan. They're gonna work harder for you, Ivan. I know, Peter. You serve the actors and crewmen this kind of food, they're gonna work harder for you because they're getting spoiled with an all you can eat buffet, all you can drink milkshake, Coke, like Pepsi, 7-Up. They're getting spoiled with their ribs and their stink crust pizza, their sliders, teriyaki rice with a salty pork, salty beef, salty chicken, spicy beef, spicy chicken, spicy pork, sweet beef, sweet chicken, sweet pork, chicken balls, and you have your huge salad bar, your lobster, your sushi, all your veggies, your lettuce, your chicken for your Cobb salad, your fish, you know what I'm saying, your coleslaw, your macaroni salad, your potato salad. You're getting spoiled, man. Because the actors and crewmen are going to be very hungry when they work. They eat their breakfast, they film for another 4 or 5 hours, they're hungry again. And if you serve them that kind of food, they're gonna appreciate you and they're gonna work really hard for you. Because I'm spoiled with all you can eat buffet, man. All you can eat. Well, most people will be full after two plates. Most people will be full. Once you eat 2 plates or 3 plates, most people should be done after 3 plates. After 3 plates, everyone will be full. Unless the guy's a fast, like Edmond Toro, he might eat maybe 4 or 5 plates. Okay, you know what I'm saying? But most people will be done after like 3 plates. They'll be full. Like, I'll be full after 3 plates. I'll be full, man. That's why me, Peter, and VJ have to tell the farms are going to ask me, okay, Ivan, how much people are you serving? Okay, we're serving 1,500 people. How long are you serving them for? We're serving them for 2 years. For about 2 years. 2 years and like 10 months. Okay, most people will be full after 3 plates, and they give me an estimated order how much food me, Peter, and VJ have to order. And we order all the food, man, all the nice food, man, from the farms. Peter has something. I'm not helping with that. Peter helps me with that. I'm saying with the calls, yeah. So Peter will be the boss of your movie. Yes, Peter is the boss of my movie, but he still answers to me and VJ. Peter, I know you're the boss of my movie, but you still answer to me and VJ, right? We're the boss over you. Because we're the one paying the bills. You're the boss of the movie, but me and VJ are the boss over you because we're paying the bills, man. That's why Peter has to listen to me, obviously. Even though I'm the boss of the movie, I have to listen to I and VJ because they're the boss. Yeah, we're the one paying the bills, and you have to listen to us, Peter. So I'm saying I'm paying your fucking salary. I'm paying all the bills here. And that's why you have to listen to me, Peter. Me and VJ are paying the bills. Yeah, there you go. So I'm saying. Yeah. So Timothy Chalamet's agent might agree. Yeah, Timothy Chalamet's agent might push for maybe 25 million of the back end royalties. I'm like, no, Timothy's not worth that. He gets 16 of the back end. I'm not paying me more than that, man. I know, Timothy, you're getting greedy. I'm not gonna pay more money. This is more the way making Hollywood, Timothy. I'm sorry. What about 12 million for Timothy? I'm like, no, he gets 10.5. I have to watch my budget, guys. I have to create room to pay the Lord of the Rings Hobbit crewmen. It's not just about you guys. I have to pay the crewmen too. It's not just about the actors, man, who, you know what I'm saying? You're important. You're the stars of my movie. That's why I'm paying more money. But I have to think about the crewmen too. The crewmen have families to feed. They have to get paid too, man. They're the foundation for the movie, the crewmen. They're important. They have to get paid too, right? Yeah, it's not just about you guys. That's what I'm saying. Because the guy, Ivan, you're smart. If you give the actors royalties, they know they're sharing the gold with you. They're going to work hard for you. Yes, that's why I know what I'm doing. You give all the major stars for Xanus a piece of the back end, they're going to work even harder for Peter because they're sharing the gold with me, VJ, and Peter. We're all sharing the gold together. Me and VJ are taking all the money pretty much. But I'm just giving them a nice piece of the gold, hence they're going to work even harder for me because they're getting paid more. They know they're going to get paid more money. And they're more invested in your movie because they're sharing in the wealth with you and VJ and Peter. As everyone works harder and you get an amazing movie. Unheard of performance. Previously, Ivan, you're looking at like Oscar performances from these actors, man. Better than my Lord of the Rings actors, yeah. Better acting than even your actors for Lord of the Rings. Because Lord of the Rings actors made peanuts. They made nothing for Lord of the Rings. And Peter took all that treasure himself. He's a fucking greedy pig. He's a greedy pig. Yeah, man. I'm talking to you, Peter, man. You're that's pretty cold, man. Like those Lord of the actors worked their ass off for peanuts, and you took all that treasure for yourself, Peter. You're fucking greedy, man. Peter made his $250 million for Lord of the Rings, and those Lord of the actors made their like $250K, so $179,000. Peter should have given them at least $500K of his money, man. All the main like 7 stars. It's not gonna hurt you, Peter, if you give like $3 million of your money away. But because Peter's greedy, I want to be sent to this. He's greedy. He took all the treasure himself. He's greedy. I want to be sent to this. Yeah, he's greedy. He's a greedy pig. He's greedy. That's it. Yeah. Whereas even though I'm greedy, me and VJ are greedy pigs, and me and VJ are very greedy. Obviously, I'm generous enough to give the actors, and I'll pay the actors a rich salary, and give them a nice piece of the gold, man. Whereas Peter didn't give shit, man. He took all that treasure himself for the Rings. The whole thing he took, man. The $250 million, he took it all for himself. He's greedy. If I made $250 million and I knew all these actors worked their ass off for me and they made like $250K, I would give a piece of my money to the actors. I'd give them at least like $500K of my money. $600K, even $1 million of my money. If I made $250 million. Yeah. Like the main 7 stars deserved a piece of Peter's money for Lord of the Rings. They deserved it, Peter. You know it. They worked their ass off for you and they got nothing and you took all that treasure for yourself here. You're fucking greedy. He's a greedy pig, yeah. And for Lord of the Rings, Peter's taking all the treasure too, pretty much, right? Well, me and Vij are taking all the treasure, obviously. But the rest of the pie, Peter's taking the majority of it too. Because I'm paying him way more than the actors, right? Peter's a greedy pig, yeah, he's greedy. He's greedy. You have to be careful for Peter, right? He's a greedy pig. So think about this. The Lord of the Rings actors made nothing when they did Lord of the Rings, and they worked they had an amazing performance. They worked hard for Peter. You can only imagine how hard these Xanus guys are going to work for me and Peter. Knowing that I'm paying them a lot of money, they're making their millions. The money they make, they never have to work again. The money for Xanus is such a rich contract. After Xanus, they're good for another 10, 20, 25, 30 years. Because they got millions in their bank, yeah. They got paid a lot of money, yeah. Hence why they're going to destroy the role. They're going to work so hard for Peter. Because the guy, you know what you're doing. If you pay them a rich contract, they're going to work hard for me. Yeah, Peter, they're going to work really hard for you. Because they're getting paid, man. They're getting paid. I'm spoiling them with nice perks, too. All you can eat luxury buffet. For the Xanus movie, they're getting paid, some sign. Yeah. So it's Peter and everyone else for Lord of the Rings. Yeah. Peter took all the treasure for Lord of the Rings. Everyone else made nothing. They all made nothing, man. The only one who made a good paycheck was Ian McKellen. Ian McKellen got his $13 million. Well, he was taken care of. He got paid. With all of the other actors got nothing, man. Elijah Wood, I heard, made not bad money. He made like $1 million, I think. not bad. Vigo, I heard, made about $1 million too. Whereas Orlando Bloom, Elijah Wood, Sean Astin, whatever his name is, Billy Boyd, Dominic Manigan, John Rice Davis got nothing. They got like their $250K, $200K for the movie. And Peter made his $250 million for Lord of the Rings, man. Yeah, he's greedy, that guy, man. He's a greedy pig. Yeah, he took the whole treasure himself, Peter. He's greedy. He's evil. Well, he's not evil. I mean, it's his money, obviously, but he could have given the stars at least like $400K of his money, right? The main 7 stars like $500K of his money. Like $3 million is not going to hurt you if you make $250 million, Peter. But because Peter's greedy, I want to be sent to this. He took the whole thing for himself. He's a greedy pig. It's mine. It's all mine. He's greedy, Peter. He's a greedy pig. He did the same thing for The Hobbit too, I heard. Peter, I heard, made like $20 million for The Hobbit, I think. And I think he got 150, 200 million for The Hobbit too. And those Hobbit actors all the dwarf actors for The Hobbit made shitty money too. They made nothing because they're unknown actors. They all made it like 250, 300K. The only ones I heard who got pretty good money were Martin Freeman. Martin Freeman, I heard, got like 2 million or something like that per movie. Or something like that. And the Thorin actor, I heard, got like his $1.5, $2 million. He got paid good money. Was all the other, and I heard Orlando Bloom got $1 million for The Hobbit. Not bad. Elijah Wood got paid $1 million for his cameo. That's not bad. That's pretty good. Whereas all those over actors made it like 200, 250, 300K. Got shitty money. And Peter also took the whole charge himself for The Hobbit too. He's a greedy Peter, man. That's why you gotta be careful, Peter Ivan. He's a greedy pig. Peter's a greedy animal. He's gonna try and suck more money out of your back end, Ivan, for your movie merchant game. He's greedy, Peter. Be careful, Peter Ivan. He's a greedy pig. So Sarah, he's a greedy man. So Sarah? Yeah. Yeah, Peter Ivan, you're greedy too. Like you're taking all this treasure for yourself. Yeah, Peter. Even though I'm taking most of the money, obviously, I'm making way more than you. I'm nice enough to pay you your $1 billion+ deal, Peter. I'm paying all the Hollywood actors money they don't even make in Hollywood. So even though I'm greedy, I'm very generous. I made sure all the Hollywood actors are taken care of. They're making a lot of money, millions in the bank, and you're making your $1 billion+ deal. So even though I'm greedy, Peter, I'm not like you. I'm not greedy and cheap like you. I'm greedy and I'm generous. Whereas you're greedy and cheap. For Lord of the Rings, you took all that treasure for yourself, man. For the movie, man, like the whole treasure went to you, and those actors worked their ass off for you, and they made nothing, Peter, man. Because you're fucking greedy, man. He's a greedy pig. He's greedy, Peter. Yeah. Trust me, man. If I made $250 million and all the other actors made nothing, I would give them at least $500K, $1 million of my money, like the main stars, not the minor characters. The main 7 stars, I'll give them at least $1 million of my money. $7 million is not going to hurt you if you make $250 million. But because Peter's he's greedy, he's so greedy, he wants every cent of it. I didn't give them shit. That's my money. You know what I'm saying? Peter's greedy. Yeah, he's greedy, Peter. He's a greedy pig. You know. When you read the book, obviously, I'm sidetracked. When you read the book, obviously, Michael Lynn and Bob Shea, they talk about how Peter took them to court because he thought they owed him more money. And then Michael Lynn and Bob Shea said, Jackson's greedy. Yeah, we already paid Peter his $250 million. You know what I'm saying? Jackson's just greedy. Yeah, they said Jackson's greedy. Yeah, Peter Jackson's a greedy pig. But even though he got paid all that money, if you owe him money, you got to pay him what you owe, right? But that's how you know Peter's greedy. He made his $250 million, and then he thought they owed him more money. He took them to court because he wanted more of the money, Peter. He's a greedy pig, Peter. He's a greedy man. He's greedy. Yeah, he's a greedy animal. That guy. He's a greedy man. He's a greedy pig. You have to be careful, Peter Ivan. He's a greedy pig. Yeah. Yeah. So Lord of the Rings is what made Jackson rich, yeah. Lord of the Rings is what made Peter Jackson so rich. And that's the movie that launched his career. After Lord of the Rings, he did King Kong, he did The Hobbit. For King Kong, I heard he made $20 million. He got like 10% of the gross. He made like his $100 million for King Kong. But King Kong didn't make any money. King Kong, I think, broke even. It wasn't a hit, that movie. It only made like $500 million. So Peter's movie, that movie broke even. And he also made a lot of money for The Hobbit. And then Peter sold his web digital company for like $600 million or something like that. And that's what made Peter a billionaire. And now he's worth like $1.6 billion. He's huge. That's why, because Peter's big, you gotta pay him, Ivan. But if he gets greedy and he wants more money, I'm like, Peter, man, you're pissing me off. I'm not paying more money, man. You're fucking greedy, sir. Yeah, Ivan, man, can I give him more of that, Ivan? I'm like, no, Peter, I'm not paying you more, man. You're fucking greedy. I'm just messing, man. This isn't my me. I'm just fucking greedy. I want a bigger chunk of that, Ivan. I know, Peter. You want a bigger chunk because you're signing over my brand. And you want a bigger chunk of me, VG's billions, but you're not getting more money, Peter. You're greedy, man. Sarah, you're a greedy pig. Yeah. Maybe making Peter Jackson's salary public is not a good idea. Because the actors could be pissed off. Because Peter might tell me, I don't think you should make my salary public. You might piss off some of the actors. You might piss off some members of your team. Because Peter's making way more than everyone else, man. Signs billion plus deal. So you compare a 30 million deal, a 100 million deal, a 20 million deal to a 1+ billion deal. It's an embarrassment of riches. Some of the actors are going to be pissed off. What the fuck? Ivan's paying Peter way more than us. Yeah, because Peter's my star director and he's much bigger than you guys, man. That's why I'm paying him more than you, man. He's a multi-billionaire. He's much, like, you're puny compared to Peter, guys. Your net worth is pocket change to Peter's net worth. That's why I'm paying way more than you guys. He's my star director. And he's bigger than you guys. That's why he's big. That's why I'm making sure he gets paid the big bucks. On movies, from Sarah. Yeah. Well, I'm still making sure the actors get paid, right? If you think about Peter's contract, guys, you'll be pissed off, but just know I gave you a good deal. You don't make this now, you guys. I signed you to a massive deal. You're making your millions in your bank, right? Yeah, a lot of money for you guys. Yeah, Ivan, you made sure we're taken care of. Yeah, Ivan, here's the guy, Ivan, you made sure the actors are taken care of. Yeah, they're taken care of. They signed massive deals for my Xanus movies, from Sarah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to show us on how to leave this picture for Eritat. I want the demonic wolves looking like this. That's why we're looking at demons, guys. That's why Xanus will be a masterpiece. Peter's like, you want everything like that? I'm like, yeah, Peter's like, holy shit, looking at Demon Ivan. Looking at a masterpiece. I know, Peter, a masterpiece of a movie. Yeah. Eretat, the king of the south. A devil, man. Look at that. Demons of that guy's. Show John Ali, I don't even know what they know. They draw demons for your movie. Against devils. And look at that. Devil man. Yeah. Devil like that. See that? Demons of that guy's. So the wolves have human features. That's my idea. But they also have animal features too. Like Peter, trust me, I know what I'm doing. If you have Eretat look something like that, the movie will be better. If you have him look like a werewolf, the movie will be good, but it won't be that good. I don't want Eretat a wolf on 4 legs. Don't do that. Otherwise the movie won't be that good. I don't want him looking like a werewolf. Like Peter might push for like werewolves like these. Yeah. Peter might push for Eretat looking something like this, maybe. Like something like this. See what I'm saying? Yeah, the movie will still be massive, but if you have the wolves look like that, the movie won't be as good. I think it's better if Eretat has human features. I know what I'm doing. But Peter might push for demon wolves like this. Like, yeah, Peter might push for demon wolves like this for the movie. And I'm like, no, Peter. I don't want Eretat and wolves looking like werewolves. So the movie will be a masterpiece, but it won't be as good. I want them having like the human features, like that picture there. I know what I'm doing. We tell better. That way the story's better. I know what I'm doing. Yeah, if he has human features, it'll be better. Yeah, it'll be better than him look like a werewolf. I know what I'm doing, man. So I'm sorry. Yeah. You have to show John Ali Ivan those pictures of what they know, and show Peter Prince of Egypt when they're all scared with torches. Yeah, show him that. The way Peter knows. Yeah, Ivan, they're all scared with torches in the mountains. They journey through the caverns. And demon bats live there. Yeah, they're all scared with torches. Yes, Peter. And they're looking at a masterpiece. Yeah. Some siren? Yeah. That's why Zane's so crazy why it was, man. Looking at a masterpiece. Yeah. Imagine a being looking like that, except scarier than that, and you see him like he's like, Tactius, I hate Tactius. He's going psycho. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that child should die. You're like, holy shit, you feel for me, the actors are devils, man, demons. You know what I'm saying? The Southerns called them the Wolves of Iraq. He's Ivan, the Wolves of Iraq. Ivan, we should use that term more in the movie. The Wolves of Iraq, Ivan. Oh my god, the Wolves of Iraq. Ivan, you're looking at a sick movie. The Wolves of Iraq. Oh my god, the Wolves of Iraq. He's like, holy shit, Ivan. Like, Ivan, that's a good name. You know, I said, Ivan, you wrote a masterpiece, man. How'd you come up with this story, Ivan? I'm like, I don't know, I'm gifted. Ivan, I enjoyed your book more than Lord of the Rings. Yeah, it's better than Lord of the Rings. Yeah, man. Yeah. So Peter Jackson doesn't have to worry about running out of money. No, because I gave him on the budget. Peter has unlimited. He can do whatever he wants for my movie. Yeah, I want to do this for the war. I want to do this for the extras. I want to do this for the action sequences. I want to do this for the demonic characters and the special effects of the demonic characters and the crows, the eagles. You can do whatever you want because I gave Peter on the budget, man. Yeah. I want to pay this actor this amount of money. I can afford it. I can pay all the actors a good rich contract because my budget's so big. You know, if your budget's huge, like you have unlimited budget towards the movie and unlimited budget towards and a big budget towards salaries. I mean, you can pay the crewman a lot of money, pay the Hollywood stars millions. Yeah, Peter, I can pay them a lot of money because my budget's huge. It's a huge budget. Yeah. 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 That's why Scotch will love the water. And Zane's will be the best movie ever made, man. Look at that masterpiece. That's why the case why I enjoy Brown Eye, man. You know how good it is. I told you my stepmother told me, yeah, Ivan, Hollywood would be all over your book. She told me that. And I remember I overheard my stepfather talking about my book. He's like, how the heck did you come up with a story like that? They were shocked when they read my book. Yeah, it's a masterpiece. It's an amazing story. That's why the gates want to control it, Ivan. But you're not touching it out of my book. Zero. That money's for me, BJ. It's not for you. Those billions are for me, BJ. It's not for you. You're not touching out my money. There you go. You won't let me touch your money. You're not touching my money either. There you go. Well, they know the book is a journey of Ivan becoming king. I'm featuring with him, and they know with those billions, with the keys to the kingdom, I can easily turn my business into a lot of money, into a huge empire, man. Xanus will be a huge, big Sky Source film studio empire, man. It's doing billions, man. With the merchandise for the movie and the game, yeah, it's a huge company. Beating out the Hollywood studios, right? Yeah. See. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. Hence why those Xanus girls are gonna beg. They're gonna beg, man. Yeah, man. That's why those Xanus are gonna beg, man. Yeah, man. They're gonna beg. But they're not good for the grace of Keanu Reeves. I make them say that. Yeah, man. Yeah. They're all gonna beg. Yeah, they're gonna beg hard. Like, Ivan, VJ, please, man. Ivan, I know you think I'm joking around. I'm not playing any fucking games here, man. Can you please resign, man? I don't want to go back to Hollywood, man. I want to work for you for the rest of my life, man. I don't want to go back to Hollywood, Ivan. Please. You know what I'm saying? Please, please. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, look, man, you can cry and beg. Your pity game is not going to work on me. You're not good for the Grace game with Keanu Reeves. I'm going to keep saying that, man. You're not good. You know what I'm saying? Well, Ivan, man, I had the best, like, time of my life, man. This is the highlight of my career, Ivan. Like, Hollywood's not your company, Ivan. I don't want to work in Hollywood, Ivan. I know, but you're not good for that movie, guys. You're actually pissing me off, guys. I'm saying, Ivan, fuck those actors. Just resign me. I'm like, no, guys. I'm not going to resign you. You're not good for the Grace of Keanu Reeves. I keep saying that. I'm saying? Yeah. Ivan, I want a career for Scott's Entertainment. I don't want to go back to Hollywood, man. I want to work for you. We all want to work for you, Ivan. Like, can't you see? Like, we all want to work for you, Ivan. We don't want to work in Hollywood, Ivan. We want to work for you. You know what I'm saying? You're the best boss ever. You know what I'm saying? You pay me more money when I make it Hollywood. You gave me better perks. Your company blows out of the water. I had a blast on that world tour and all the parties, man. Like, your company blows out of the water, Ivan. I know, but you're not good for that movie, guys. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, they're begging hard, but they're not good for the movie. Because my company will blow out of the water. And there you go. And that's why Scott's going to be in Hollywood. And Zane's were the best movies ever made. And that's why the case want to control your bad, Ivan. But they're not touching out my money. And you're welcome, BJ. Anyways, here's for guys. I talked for an hour and 27 minutes. That's good enough. 28 minutes about. That's good enough. I hope you guys enjoy the show. Stay tuned. I'll make a video tomorrow after my shift at Coco 40. This is Vladimir. I'm signing up. Peace, guys. Talk to you soon. Don't hate me, guys. Peace out.